What's up YouTube? This is doing fantastic, loving this. The temperatures are really dropping now guys, as you know. I'm pretty sure you're aware. My main pond is down to about 10-12 now, and this is only a couple of degrees higher. This is probably about 14 I think, maybe a bit less at the minute. Have a quick look. Oh, 15.5. So it has come up a little bit. Now, I have received the Gatwick Koi fish today. One was missed off though in error, the Gushiki, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but he said he's going to sort me out, so I've got to sort something out there. There's the Maritan 52 centimetre Kohaku. Quite nice. Sorry I didn't have them in the bowl and show them in the bowl. I haven't had time. I've literally been decorating the house and well, one of the bedrooms, so I didn't want to mess about with it too much. So that's that. I like it. I like the Maritan. Like I said in my previous video, it's got this sort of the Maritan head, and then it comes down to one side. There's a bit of a good white patch, and then comes down the side there. So that's doing well. This achiever, what a lump. Yeah, it's coming back this way. Let's see if we can get a better. It's a bit difficult. So it's settled in well. So that was that one, and then the other two, I'm probably not going to see them today, I'm afraid. A bit of a difficult. They're right at the back hiding. Yeah, so the High at Surrey, sorry, Shiro at Surrey, not High at Surrey. The at Surrey that's in there is really nice. I'm impressed with it actually. There's a lot of black, but it's not fully developed sumi yet, even though it is quite developed. And like I said, there's a white patch, head pattern on the head here, white next to it, black. So black, white, black, white, black, white. So hopefully as that gets bigger, it will look less black and heavy, because the white will develop and sort of break it up, but we'll see. It's not very big, it's only about 24 cm, it's Tosai. So the only problem is, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, is obviously I've not got heat on this year to grow it through winter, because when you're buying Tosai at this time of year, you really want to get it in water at 24 degrees and grow it for about 3-4, just grow it all the way through the winter. And then maybe in February just bring it down again, and then it will just give it a bit of a rest, and then into a new growing season in spring summer. So anyway, I've not got a heated pond, so it's in there. So next year hopefully I can get it on some feed in spring and get it growing. We'll see. And then the ice is coming now. Look. So yeah, quite nice, lovely white. I mean, the white really does pop on that fish. As you can see, it's a lot heavier on this side with the benny, but then you get this lovely white on the side. So I like it, really nice. And then the asagi, can't see it, so I'll have to get it out in the daytime on the next video. On my next one, I'll see if I can get it up in a bowl and that. But the actual asagi, the snow asagi, I've got that for a really good price, because it's had the front fins got a little bit of been clipped, so it must have had some sort of something on it. And then the actual there's a little bit of secondary sumi on the back end. And sometimes this happens with koi, and this is why you can get good deals on them, because it's actually classed as a demerit on them. But obviously if you're showing them, then not with any good. Here it is, it's a haku. Beautiful. So yeah, so I've not actually got the filter media in there at the minute. It's actually here. I took it out and I washed it, and I've not put it back in since, but that is the muck that come out. And I'll tell you how long it took. So if I look at that, that lot. So that, look at that. The amount of, like, there must have been a 2 bed of silt in the bottom of there, and that was taken out purely with that I put in the top of there. Now the only problem, as per a couple of reviews, it did fill quite quick. It took 6 hours. I think I had it from about 12 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock in the evening it was starting to pool a lot more and run down the sides, which defeats the object of it being in there. It wasn't backing up and clogging that much where it was coming over the top, that risk, but it was hitting it and flowing over, a bit like that was doing. So 6 hours, but you know, it did the trick. It got quite a bit of well, a lot of muck out, as you can see. So I've just come in here. It's 7:30 at night. God, I don't know whether this weather, guys, these shorter days now, isn't it a hit? Oh my God, it really is a downer, isn't it? A Chiba, first one up, look. See if that Kahaku will start feeding. Yeah, looks like it's on the food already, which is good. Just got to watch the food now. Like I say, the temperature's 15 degrees, so probably got another week or so. Yeah, it's feeding. Got another week or so, and once it gets to about 14 and that, I'm going to stop, watch the feed, be a bit more sparing. Ah, what an absolute bugger, because I don't know, it would love to keep it going, the food, but I've contemplated put my 1 kilowatt heater on. I could easily put it on, you know, on this pipe work. I could put it on the floor. I could come off there, put that, come down into the heater, come out the heater, back and back in and back into the pond. It's 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt on 5,000 litres is going to cost me an arm and a leg. Bearing in mind that's at say 15 degrees now. So if I wanted to eat that to 24 for growing koi, which is the ideal temperature, I'm going to need to raise it 10 degrees of what it is now on a 1 kilowatt. Can you imagine that ticking away now? And now I've not gone straight into it, it just scares me a bit with that being 5k. So in an ideal world, I probably need like a 6 kilowatt or a 5 kilowatt air source heat pump on the back of this here. So it goes out into the air source heat pump, outside, comes back in, down this back wall, there's a bypass, then back into the pond. But that's for another day, isn't it? I don't know how much an air source heat pump would cost me to eat this 5k up, but that would be ideal, wouldn't it? So anyone that's got a air source heat pump that's maybe heating up 10k of water or 20k of water, let me know what that costs you if you do use one on a grow on pond, not to eat outside 10 degrees, if you're doing a grow on pond in the summer, winter. But my methodology is now thinking, so I gave this advice before with the air source heat pumps, you're much better to heat when it's warmer outside, because air source heat pumps use warm air, warmth out of the air, and that is, it converts that and puts it back into the pond. That's why they're so efficient. So when it's colder outside, they are less efficient and it draws more electricity. When it's warmer air outside, it pulls less electricity. That's feeding. Brilliant. So yeah, so really, when it starts getting warm outside, maybe, you know, this would be the time of year when you lower the temperatures, drop them off to naturally tail off to natural ambient temperatures inside, and then in spring when they start lifting to get up to 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's when then you kick your air source heat pump on, and then it starts raising the temperature up to 24 degrees. Then it's over the summer and it might be 24 outside, and it might only be raising it a couple of degrees every day, and it'll be a lot more efficient doing that all the way through summer. A bit like if there's a Japanese mud pond all summer, they're getting that heat all summer, and then this time you're like harvesting and you're conditioning them for a few months in the winter. That's how I would do it, as opposed to having the air source heat pump off in summer, getting 20, 21 degrees, yeah, that's okay, but you're not going to get really good growth. And then in winter, you're whacking it on and it's cost you an arm and a leg. Now that is that. Got to clean my filters out. And then another thing I want to mention, I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that I've now closed off the trickle in, trickle out and overflow. And you know what? I'm liking it. I'm liking it actually. It's a closed off system, completely closed off now. There's no water going in and going out. So I'm not using any filters or anything, which is good. And then all I do is once a week, drop that, hose it out, clean it out, top it back up, and that's the actual water change a week. So I'm going to see how that goes, because if you drop that on this pond, it's quite significant. And then if you purge the bottom drain as well, once you've done that, it drops this about 1 inch. So that is quite a significant amount. And this is a closed system as well, doing the same with this, and that's working well. And the water's getting really clear now. And this one's clearing now, guys, as you can see, getting more natural now. The algae's dying off, look. It's getting in the water column. And the filter's collecting it. What I did do, this piece that I got, I actually put it in here. Like that. I did that like a roll-up, and it worked an absolute treat. Now the good thing about that is that's pulling it through, so it can't overflow, so nothing can overflow. Obviously, unless this gets really clogged, and then it would overflow here because the water can't get back in, but it didn't. It worked quite well. But, so what's my verdict on this? I quite liked it. It's quite good stuff, but it's not something like filter floss. It's not something that you can just leave in. Now I have thought, shall I pull off the foam one, this fine one here? Shall I take this off, this like net, look, and then take that off, so there's 2 layers, and then at least I could just put it on top. So I might have a play about with that now, back in a minute. So a bit of buttery. What I've done, started with that. I've literally pulled that and it literally came off quite easy. So I've now got that with that on top, so I'm going to put that in there tonight and leave it there tonight, see how it goes, because I think with that and that is going to be fine enough, because that is not coarse. That's quite sorry, that's not medium or coarse, that's quite fine, it really is. So I think that'll be enough. And if I want to polish it a bit, and what, you know, if I want to one day I think, right, I'm going to polish the water a bit, I can literally just sit that on top, like that. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, got best of both worlds. So yeah, I butchered it and it cost £9.99, but you know what, but there you go, look, I've washed that out and look how much muck that's still in there. And I gave that, as I've shown you earlier, that's all the muck it collected. So I'll report back. I'm not going to put that in, I'm going to put that in there like that. And I'll report back, see what it does. So I think I'm going to have another fish come in. Gary's going to sort me a goski out, so hopefully I'll have to get an agreement with him, see if he can send me one next week, and we'll see. But yeah, everything is going bang on. I'm just a bit fed up with this weather, if I'm honest with you. It gets me a bit down. Work's not great at the minute. Work's a pain in the arse, treating me like shit as they do sometimes. So yeah, I've got to watch myself, mental health next few months, because what with work shit, weather's dark, like coming in here, you're not getting no sun down your neck, are you? Got to watch your mental health. And on that note, that's why I come in here, just to get a bit of excitement. This one's doing well, this shower. Yeah, loving that koi, 52 centimetre, Maritan, Kohaku. And that one, to remind you, is, oh, it's here, look. That's it. See what I mean about the white? It really appealed to me, just that balance of having those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the six step. And I really like lovely white and crisp. Yeah, and a nice Maritan on its head. And it's 52 centimetres. It's probably more actually now, because that was 8th of December 22. So it's more than 52 now. That'll be about 54, 56. Bloody hell, done well there. That's Tamora. So what do you think? Should have measured it while I got in the bowl earlier. Yeah, that's bigger than 52. It's about 56, that is, I think. Happy days. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like. And see you on the next one. Getting a lot of condensation in here, bloody hell. Look at this. Oh, I've actually got this mop. This is good if you've got something like this. Like a long handled mop. And I just do that every couple of days and then squeeze it out. Happy days. if I get a good day with some warm weather, I might actually get a couple of these bowled up, the new ones, to show them. See you on the next one. What's up, YouTube? I'm in the koi house now, koi stroke orchid house, plant house, whatever I want to call it. I'm just in front of the 2K pond, and here is a view of the new fish. You can just see the little one. I'll get a closer in it, I'll spin you around. I've just turned the air off, and behind me there, the feeder has just gone off, and that is the pond in there. It's cleared up now, it's like a normal pond now. Still a little bit of algae on the side walls, but that will mature and it will get more glass-like as it progresses, as many of you will know if you've got a pond that's matured. After a year or so you get this lovely glass-like look, quite dark as well, but light, if it makes sense. It's really hard to explain. Anyway, let me spin you around, because on my previous video where I trimmed off that filter foam pad, that's been in now for a good 24 hours, and I'm pleased to say it's not really overflowing like the other one did, so that is working a treat and better. And I'll use the fine foam pad now, the white light floss, if I want to just polish the water. I could like put it on in the morning, then at the end of the nice day just take it out. But this will work permanently, I think, so I can leave it for a day or two without any worries. So let me spin you around and I'll show you that first, and I'll show you the new fish hopefully. So you can look in there, it looks exactly like the same pad, but look at the water and the muck. And what it's not doing before, with the top of the pad before, if I get off here, with this, the bottom half of it, there's no doubt that would have blocked. That would have been actually overflowing the actual pad by now, so actually it wouldn't be actually going through it. So that's a result, because as you can see, it certainly isn't overflowing the sides at all. See? Even this side. It's not, look. You see the pad here? Now what I am thinking of doing is, I've got some plastic sheet, get some plastic grid and put that on top of the actual media, and then this can fit straighter, but then it won't pull like that in the middle of, and I like it like that, because that will slowly clog and the water will disband, giving me more time where the filter will be in. And you can see now, look at the mark with the actual muck. That there is actually working at the minute like a sieve. So what I might do, I might actually try and put some filter media in and make it into a little bit of a concave, so actually the water drops in and it splashes a bit, and the muck debris then moves down a bit like a sieve, but obviously it's not got the micron density. But anyway, that's working nicely for me, because I was expecting this by now to be fully full, to be water in, it's coming down these sides, so it's not working anymore. And it is, so I'll leave that today. I've got a wedding to go to today, so I'll see how that goes and leave that in. That's that. So the fish, let's see if I can get some views of the fish. This is nice and clear, as you can see. This is what I'm talking about, a mature pond. It just looks like a dark patch. Now I know this is fiberglass black, so you're going to get that look, and I'm not really ever going to get that look on there, because it's not blue or green. It is like a mottled, like a creamy colour and a blue, as you know. So I'm hoping that with that, in time, it will get a nice carpet of algae. If I'm using salt all the time, it won't do, because salt will knock it back. Anyway, I'm not going to. It's at 0.3 still at the minute, because I've not drained any water out or anything. It's just under 0.3% actually. So that will be in there over winter. That will slowly dilute as I do water changes. By spring there might just be a minute bit left in there. There's the new one, the Maritain, settled in well, looks quite imposing in there now. So let me see if I can slowly turn around here. That's the Kajaku. There's the snow asagi. You can get a view of this now. There it is, as you can see, Dingering snow asagi. It's got that lovely pattern on its head. And they're coming into shot now, look, is the Ayatsuri. The Ayatsuri I really like. The whiteness on the white is quite nice. And the pattern's quite nice actually. For the price I got them for, I've done well. In the previous video I mentioned about the snow asagi, that its front of its pec had been snipped. There it is, and then on one side it's got a little bit of secondary sumi, which obviously on that fish is not ideal. But yeah, it's a really nice fish. Both of them are. Just a shame I can't get any closer really, but Kajaku and the snow asagi. And as you can see the fins, the pecs are like, got the orangey fleck in there going into clear, which is really nice. So yeah, they're doing well. And I bought a shower hose attachment for my shower, but I don't like it. It's too heavy on my actual shower head. It keeps doing that. So I put the original back on, so I bought this, so it's a bit of a waste of money really, but I thought, oh, what will it be like in the greenhouse? And it's got like this button on it. So that's like a spray mist. And it's got this on top that you turn. And you got that, and then that. So I don't know if it'll come in handy. And then you've got this like button that you can turn it off, and then you've got like these rubber like massaging pad things, but yeah, it's just a bit top heavy, so on my shower bracket it's just doing that. It's not strong enough to hold it up, so I don't know, I took it off. It would only cost something like £6.98 off eBay, so I've got that now, but I probably won't use it because this has got like the jet, and it's really good for cleaning and getting direction. So, but anyway, I bought it in there just to have. It might come of use at some point. Let me see if I can get into this pond. The weather, as you know, has been awful. Rain. I'm not convinced about this storm, Babet, whatever it is, French name, and I'm not convinced. I haven't had a storm. It hasn't been that windy for us in Nottingham. It's just been tickling it down for a couple of days, and we've had floods. It was absolute carnage last night, Friday night. It took me the 20th. It took me 3 hours to get home from work, which is only a few miles. I had to ditch my car at the top of an hill because it was overheating, and the traffic was just at a gridlock. The bottom of my road was flooded, so I had to wade through, and I had water all in my boots at ankle deep. Just been a bit of a nightmare, but at least I haven't been flooded in the house, so I feel sorry for the people that have been flooded. It must be absolutely awful. But I'm going to have a little rant. It's alright this saying, oh, it's storm this, storm that, but I don't know about you, but where I live in Nottingham, I very rarely see councils with those big sewage trucks with a massive pipe on the back, lifting manhole covers and sucking all the crap out and maintaining them. Very rarely see it. In fact, I've just dropped my daughter off at Alfreton train station. On the way, on a dual carriageway and on the roads and stuff, you can actually see weeds and that growing down the roadside, actually on the curb, in between the curb and the actual roads and into drains. And it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough with the amount of taxes we pay in this country. We need infrastructure and maintenance on these drains and highways and rivers and culverts. It's not good enough. I'm sick of hearing about, oh, it's climate change and it's not happened for 50 years. I guarantee you, mark my word, the weekend will be over, Monday will come, everyone will be back up to their own normal business. It slowly gets forgot about, no maintenance increases, nothing gets done. The poor sods who have been flooded, that small minority, they get left alone with higher bills, higher insurance, cleaning up, and then it happens again. No doubt about it. Oh, anyway, rant over. That's why I'm in here chilling out. So yeah, this is nice and clear now. The side of that fish where it's sore is getting a bit better. And yeah, I'm over moon. 2 days now I've had that fish. The Tamura Maritan Kohaku. The Kajaku settled in really well that I got from they love it under there, look. Koi love cover. They're a lot more settled when they've got that kind of cover in there. I've said it before and I'll say it again, clear water, gin clear water, it's not something to really aspire to. We're obsessed about having gin clear water, but that's only for us to see the fish. For the best welfare of these fish, they would love it cloudy, like when you put clay in it. They'd like that all the time. They'd love it. It'd do them better, they'd be healthier, there's no doubt about that. But this is quite clear. Now when I clean my filter out, it will be a lot clearer again, because this is ready for a clean now. Look at this scum on the surface of there. You see it? Like a scum, and look at it. Have a look. And yeah, look at the amount of debris at the bottom of there. Can't really see it, but I'll try and get that light away. Pretty sure it will be absolutely rammed in there with muck, and you can tell it's getting dirty ready, because this here on the easy pod gets lower, which means the water is not passing through the K1 as well. So I've probably got a day on that, which is good. I'm not going to clean it out tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow, so it's going to be filter clean day tomorrow. I've just come in here for a quick check. The decorating's done in the bedroom. Carpet's been fitted this morning. These coniferous plants are kicking off now. Look, beautiful. Got a red one, a white one. The actual Drosera, the Venus flytrap's not done very well. That's like rotted back and it's trying to grow again. But everything else is growing well. And this little thing, look at this. Look at them, incredible. And then I've planted a ginger. I got a ginger root with some little nodes. I thought I'll try it, planted it, look, and I've got a ginger plant growing. So that's from the root ginger that you buy from a shop. If you look in the actual tub where all the ginger is, if you look how many eyes are on them, you can see eyes, like little nodes sticking out on the knobbly bits. And if they've got slight green on them, they'll sprout, and you just put them under the surface of a compost, keep them a little bit warm, and they'll sprout. I'm just a bit worried about the temperature this year, because obviously it's going to be about a minimum of 10 degrees C in here on my heaters. If I can, my heart will make it last that long. I normally get a bit of a panic on and reduce them a little bit and go to about 8. But yeah, that Kohaku, that is imposing. Look at that. If I can get some, so that was 52 cm at knee side. So that's quite a decent sized fish for a 2-year-old koi. Bearing in mind, that Kohaku there I got from Absolute Koi is about 6 years old. It's only about 35-40 cm now. Crazy. So, yeah. Well, let me get my ear on before I forget. This is still collecting little bits of muck at night time, which is good. Well, that's it. That's it for my check today. So I've not brought my coffee down with me. I did a coffee and I've left it on the side. It's there, look. I always come down for a little slurp, just try and make that bit of time. Been really busy last few days. We'll sit here, have a coffee, have a slurp, and watch the fish and ponder about tinkering. Nitrite is at about 0.25 now. When I've tested it a couple of days ago, it was about there, which is not too bad considering the load, the food, it's new pond. It's not going to really get going with this temperatures, with the temperatures in here. Temperature 14.5, that's saying 14.7. Yeah, about 14 and a half. Round it up, 14.7. Also round it up to 15, which is not too bad. I'd love it to be 24, but it's not. I'm not eating to 24. If any of you have got any topics you'd like me to cover in a video, any single topics that I can spend 20 minutes on, whether it's my views, things I've done, mentioned, things you want to ask me about. I'm not saying I'm the font of all knowledge or anything like that, but I've picked up quite a bit. So if you do want to ask any questions, or you want me to do a topic on a video, specific topic, whether it's how the Easy Pod works, testing ponds, water quality, I don't know, the koi itself, koi health, or anything other, let me know. On that note, grab a coffee. Put it too much hazelnut syrup in that one. On that note, look after yourselves, enjoy your ponds, take time with your fish and your hobbies, because that's what keeps your brain matter healthy or on balance. And yeah, I'm just thinking what I'm going to do tomorrow, because today I'm just too busy. We've got a wedding, come back, we'll watch a bit of football, Forest are playing, watch a bit of football, then go out to the evening do. Tonight's done, tomorrow, a bit of a lay-in. I'm going to get in here, clean the Easy Pod out, clean that filter out. I've got a new sponge for that one. The actual company, the yellow sponge that I got, it's definitely not a fine one that I wanted to order, it's medium, but they're saying That's what they've got, and it says medium on the packaging, but they're saying that it's medium in size, so they haven't got another one. So I'm just going to fit that on there, and hopefully that will improve the clarity on my shower there. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll play about with that. So I think I'll show that, and I'll show you how much muck is in the bottom of that pressure filter. It might be of interest. So one topic might be dismantle and clean and replace a filter on a pressure filter, so you can see what's inside. I think that's a 15,000 K filter. It's quite a large one. It's only on a 2K pond, just to see how much settling is actually in there, because I'm going to dismantle it totally, and that has only been up for a couple of months since I've had this pond up and running, and I cleaned it and washed it all out then. So see what it's like after 2 months. So subject on that one might be state of 15K pressure filter after 2 months, and we'll see, go over it, video it, what it is. So on that note, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. If you're a subscriber, as always, thanks for the support. Thanks for being a subscriber, it's really valued. And if you haven't, hit the sub button, get on board, and click the like button while you can. We'll do it now, because it really helps the algorithm, guys. The more you like, the more that YouTube will push the videos to you and other people. So really appreciate it if you do that for me. It really helps massively. Thank you, and see you on the next one.